Yo, yo, test one, two. All right, y'all, man, we back. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute since I logged in. Um, but before I left for a couple of weeks, I did put in some work for a few more weeks. So I got like at least a week and a half worth of game. I worked my way up to an officer, trying to build my way up to senior officer. So I'm trying to get up to that. So after senior officer, then I can choose what area I want to go in, and hopefully they got enough room in SWAT because that's what I want to do. I want to be on the SWAT division. Um, so we're gonna log into here, man. We're gonna get this shit cracking, man. If y'all been enjoying some of these videos, bro, hit that like and subscribe, man. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Jump on in. Let's get live. You know, it's a lot of funny footages y'all miss. It's a lot of important things y'all miss. Um, but I'm gonna keep recording. I'm gonna keep it going. And oh, something else I want to capitalize on is that GTA 6 is coming out. So of course we're gonna be pre-ordering that. We're gonna be doing videos off of that. We're gonna put in that bid. It's not a lot. A lot of people complaining $80. I'm like, bro, this is GTA. Like GTA has never failed us, you know. So that $80 is not bad. I'm surprised it's not like 200, 240. You know. And for some of us, it's gonna be like 200. I mean, 300 gigs. I mean, shit, I need an extra terabyte card for that. So it's gonna be about maybe 180, maybe a little bit more, in order to even play Rockstar, games. But as far as what Rockstar is getting, that's a fair deal, you know. And that way I can download other games too. We also got Madden 27. I've been looking at that. I like what they're doing over there. I know you guys see a lot of content of football as far as NCAA. I know you haven't seen any of my Madden gameplay, but um, I kind of held out for a year, and that's what I usually do. I usually skip a year, um, just because I feel like I'm getting the same game, but the rookies are not in it. You know, or it's just like that's the thing about sports games. It's like why not updates like Fortnite, and that save a lot of issues, of drama, or whatever. You can change the gameplay, you can upgrade whatever, you can use new stadiums. Like you can do all that. Like Fortnite showed us you can do all that. So I'm understanding why we have to buy a new game. What did I say? Disconnected. Man, hopefully I'm still connected. Um, I don't know why we have to buy a new game on top of uh buying a new game and then the downloads or whatever. They should just upload it. So I think I just got kicked. Reconnected successfully. So we'll log back up in there and then we'll do what we gotta do. But I'm gonna cut this video right here. This is gonna be my brush up video. So I'm gonna post this to YouTube. This will be the brush up video on what's to come and what you guys gonna see next. What our goals are, which is of course be on the SWAT team. SWAT team. That's what we want to do. But we'll get to that. What the fuck? close that. So back to what I was saying. Sports games. We was on Madden. So yeah, let's get back on that. So I don't know why they're not switching those games. You know what I mean? Like just giving us downloadable content for that and just moving on. I think that'd be easier, but Fortnite already had that structure, and that's why a lot of people love Fortnite because it's just uploaded content. And I think that's the direction sports games should go to. But that extra, $70 for the next year, just for a couple of tweets here and there, and you know, you got the rookies coming in, you're putting them on the roster. I think that's a waste. I really do for sports games. Now, Rockstar um, games, things like that. I know Call of Duty's pretty good at giving us downloadable content. They've been doing their shit right, as far as how I see it. You know, I do give Madden credit because it's not like 2K. You kind of build your character with the gameplay. They're not asking for a lot as far as downloadable content. Like, if you want more speed to your character, you need to buy this VC, and they're not doing you like that. And I appreciate that part for Madden. It makes the game enjoyable. But for 2K, yes, I skip a year because to me, it feels like I'm getting the same game every year. I'm just getting like same thing I was saying about Madden. Should be downloadable content. I think the same thing about 2K. Like, if you're just gonna add on rookies and give me the same game, why do that? Just give me downloadable content, you know. And you could change the lobby and downloadable content. Just give us that content. Let us purchase that. We got the game, and just upgrade, 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 upgrade. Your content. That's the way gameplay should be. If you ask me, buying a brand new game. So that's why I wait every year. Because usually what I do is I'll build I'll build up my character. I'll buy some VC to make my character playable, and then I'm heading straight to the wreck. That's that. I'm a wreck boy. I'm in the wreck. 5 on 5, full team. I'm in there. I really don't be in the parks like that. I will jump into a park and do some park activities if it's like double VC, this, that. I'll jump in there and my shit down. Yo, yo, yeah, okay. They want me to shut the fuck up about my opinions, don't they? No, I'm not here to down none of these companies. They're gonna do what they do. This is just my personal opinion. But yeah, I'm a wreck boy. I like to be in a wreck. I like to get that 5 on 5. I like to take, multiple different builds in there and play different positions and things like that. So that's why I'm still on 2K25 right now. I did not buy 26. I do this every year. I usually go in the wreck, play that all year long, build my character, get those extra points through, theater, rec, wherever I can find some gameplay to get my game on. I'm not really a 3 on 3, 2 on 2 type of player. I don't really get down on those too much, but I will. Like I said, if it's double money, I will go in there and see what it's about. But I'm really a 5 on 5 guy. And then I'm playing my career, which it kind of it kind of seems like that mode is slowly dying off to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of my favorite modes. But I just don't see a lot of content on people posting their my career journey on there. It's mostly rec play or whatever they have, special events or whatever they got. So that's what I'm doing. I like to finish up on the builds that I build and try to finish their careers out. And my player is it's a long grind. You're playing a full season every single year. You don't have to play all the games. Of course, you can sim through it, but if you got multiple builds and you're going through that, I think I got maybe one build. I'm on like the third season of his career. That takes a minute, you know. Unless you're on this shit every day, all day, and you're playing the game every day, or at least the important games you're supposed to play every day, then that's different. But people got jobs and got shit to do. So whenever I get a chance and opportunity or free time, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna play a game, um, and try to work on that progress. Cause you want to be able to finish out your career and compare yourself where you fell out in that career with everybody else. If you a point guard, you want to see where you fall in that line. Are you up there with Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas? These are the top point guards to me in the league of all times. You know what I mean? Multiple championships as the main person running the team. Not when it comes to the NBA, not a lot of teams win a lot of championships with the main guy being the point guard. That's a very hard thing to do in the league. Um, Steph Curry got his forward. You got Isaiah Thomas. You got a little bit of Magic Johnson, but the thing about Magic Johnson is he's more of a LeBron archetype, and he can play all five positions. He can play the center. He can play the point, and LeBron could do the same thing. I don't compare LeBron to Mike. He's not that type of player to me. I compare LeBron to uh, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen. Those big, small forwards who got handle and at the same time can control the paint area, which is weird, but you know that's where I compare LeBron to. And when it comes to guards, people want to compare LeBron to Jordan and all that stuff. I mean, shit, we forget about Wilt Chamberlain all the time. So if we talking about championships and winning, and you want to talk about he didn't have no competition, that's bullshit. He had to go up against. Uh, I meant Bill Russell. I mean, yeah, if you want to say the best, we got to count Bill Russell. And people say he don't have competition, but he had Wilt Chamberlain to compete against. So he did have comp. You know, Wilt Chamberlain is a big dude. So that's my input, my intake on it. I think anybody that joins the NBA at any particular time is a special player because it's not easy to get into that sport like that. It wasn't like the NFL where they had plumbers and construction workers just joining the team to get on the play, and people were getting paid minimum money like back in the day. Nah, since I can remember, since the ABA, joined the NBA and became one, it has not been an easy thing to do to just slide up in the NBA like that. If you notice, these are all special players with special abilities. So that's how I look at it. Um, Dr. J, all them. Who's the other guy? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, players like that. And it's not easy to get to the league, man. You can have all kind of skills. I didn't see many high school kids and have tremendous skills and do all kind of spectacular shit, and then you don't hear their names in the NBA. I've seen cats make it to the NBA and just make it and then just disappear. I would like to see somebody. I mean, especially from my city, because I'm from the O, from Portland, Oregon. So we get about maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 cats have been to the NBA from our area. So we've seen a lot. Like Kevin Love, he's one of those guys. I mean, there's some more, but some last a little bit longer. Some careers have been barely short. So it's not easy. It takes tremendous skills just to get in. If you get in, you're a special player. You know, if you get time, there's people that get in, sit on the bench, and they can't. You know, I'd be like, damn. You know, like there's a lot of centers in the game where I could be like, hey, they could play like Wimby, but they don't get no shine. They don't get no play. So I think that should be. I think they should get play, but it's entertainment as well. You know, it's not just do you got the skill, and that's a lot with these older players. I think a lot of these older players could play longer too, but they don't get the chance to because of the popularity. It's also a popularity club. You know, same thing with the NFL. There's a lot of running backs that can still run. There's a lot of quarterbacks that can still play quarterback. You think Cam Newton still can't get on the team? And if he knows that playbook like the back of his hand, that could really run that team and take them where they need to go, I think they can. But it's a popularity sport. You know, a lot of these kids don't uh, resonate with Cam Newton anymore. You know, that was many years ago. You know, when we seen him go up against Oregon, we found out who Cam Newton was. You know, he won the NCAA tournament and all that. We are far from that. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But for 2K, I'll probably get that 2K. I'm going to. I don't know. I might get the 2K. I'm going to look up. I do kind of want to get it because I do want to be kind of up to date with the gameplay. I don't fall too far behind. So I think once a year is good. I mean, yeah, skipping 1 year is good for me. Um, Especially with all that VC you paying and the extra bills and all that, and then they told us we're not gonna charge you extra, and then they still charge us regular shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip a year when it comes to that. You know, you got to know what you invested in, where you put your money into. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. So there's a couple of games that's coming out, man. Those three I was talking about because that's the kind of gameplays y'all see me do. I know y'all see me do some Assassin's Creed. There's Assassin's Creed that's coming out. I might get that one. GTA 6. I'm looking at Madden. I'm looking at NAAC, NCAA 2027. Looking at Madden. I'm looking at all these games. I might do more adventure games here and there. Um, when GTA 6 come out, I don't know what 5M is gonna look like, and that's another thing. I don't know how that's gonna affect what I'm doing now. So we're gonna keep doing what we're doing now until GTA 6 come out. We're still gonna get up on here. We're still gonna do our job and our gameplay. But I'm pretty sure if they allow 5M to do its thing, we're gonna be seeing probably different cities, different modes, different things on 5Ms. But we'll see. They might bring it to the game on GTA 6, so we don't know what that looks like either. So we'll see. We'll see. But this is gonna be a journey, man. I'm glad that y'all been uh, sticking it out with your boy, coming and watching the gameplay, having some laughs, having some good times. Seeing some things, and drop a comment, man. Drop a comment on me one time. You know what I mean? I like that. Give me some advice, things y'all want to see. Things y'all might want me to do. As long as it's not too ridiculous, you know what I mean? I might try it out. So yeah, stay vocal with me. Drop me some, drop me some input. If I need to be more entertaining, I'll be more entertaining. Whatever it is. But let's keep in touch. I think we're gonna have some fun here, man. Coming up, there's a lot of good games coming out. I might surprise y'all with something new, something different. Um, but yeah, that's what this is all about, man. Having a good time. So I'm gonna jump in this server. We're gonna get some started. I haven't been here in 2 weeks, so y'all gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna have to refreshen up on all the things I've learned, which I learned a lot. I've ranked up 2 rankings from probation officer. So I don't have the Daisy Dukes no more and the blue T-shirt. I have a regular police outfit. I'm pretty sure if I don't log in here and do something, I'm gonna get my motherfucking ass fired because I ain't been in here in a couple of weeks. I've been busy. It's been a holiday, Juneteenth and Father's Day, and you got 4th of July coming up. So it's a lot of things that are just going on right now, holidays and things of that nature. So I'm gonna try to jump in, give y'all something fresh and new, and I appreciate y'all for logging back in, seeing what I got to, seeing my gameplay and what we got to offer here. So we're gonna get started. Um, Hopefully I can keep a couple of videos running in and coming in back to back, and then uh, for some of y'all watching live, don't forget I have a YouTube channel that y'all can subscribe to. So if you go to my profile, it should show you where my YouTube is, and y'all can go in there and subscribe or whatever, and I will download it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna edit it or not. I've been giving it to y'all raw. I might keep doing it, but I know some of the shit y'all might not want to see. Y'all might, like when I do police reports, that shit is boring. Y'all don't want to see me have to type up reports, and y'all want to see the action, and I get it. So I might start editing things out, so that way y'all can have a better experience when y'all see it on YouTube. I might do that. But certain things, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Do y'all want it raw or do y'all want to edit it? Which one's better for y'all? Because sometimes people like watching all the content and know what's going on without missing out on little pieces here and there on how things are the way they are, and what your day is like during the whole day without missing a beat. When you cut things out, you're missing things in between, So I don't know. That's something y'all could leave in the comment for me. Should I just keep posting them on YouTube Raw, or should I just really edit it through and give y'all all the good stuff? It's up to y'all. Y'all the watchers, y'all the viewers. It's what y'all want to see and what y'all want to watch. So from here, I'm gonna get this shit started. I appreciate y'all checking back in with me. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm excited to get back on it. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in about 5 minutes. I'm logging back in to do our thing. Stay posted. All right, later. Go.